Not at all. We remember when they came here 2 years ago and put it on us, pretty bad. And in this conference, you can't overlook any team because everybody's good and anybody can beat anybody on any given Saturday. So, that's not even in our mind at all. We prepared really well this week and we're ready to go.
To repeat that, you brought up that game 2 years ago. One of the plays that people remember was what happened to Quiz. You see you guys up, tackling him late. What do you remember about that play? And is that kind of, I don't know, giving you guys any extra juices to say, hey, they're not going to knock us around like that again? Definitely
remember that, and that was definitely a statement for them, coming in here saying that, we're not just going to knock them around like that. And, it's unfortunate that, I just remember I was a sophomore, I was on the far other sideline, and, he got knocked out of bounds, and nobody really came to help him, and we remember that, and so, that's something that we're going to use as motivation. They're just not going to come in here and knock us around. We got to set the tone early and hit them in the mouth first.
It seems like a camaraderie with the team. You guys are growing up a little bit closer than maybe you were at that time.
Oh, definitely. And shoot, I can't even imagine what would happen if that would happen right now. Guys would be off the bench, ready to go, fired up. And so, that, like you said, guys on this team, we're a family, and we're all brothers. Everybody's close, and nothing like that would ever happen again.
WSU's offense, obviously, it's ball 64 times against the Ducks. As a secondary, you guys jacked up about that?
I can't wait, man. You love playing teams that throw the rock, just because that gives you opportunities, in the back end. But, we got to be disciplined, and we got to have our eyes right and know our calls and know our assignments and execute, and that's the name of the game.
What's it like coming into a game as a favorite?
We don't look at it like that, we always, I still hear people doubting us, and we're always going to use that as motivation. People still don't believe in us. We don't really look at it any different. Coming in for the underdogs or for the ones that are supposed to win the game. We're week in, week out. We prepare really well, and we come in every week. We're 0-0 this week, so we got to prove something.
Last week against Arizona, they hit you guys with a lot of screen passes first year. Was tackling? Was it angles? Trying to show up.
It could be that. It was a lot of angles. We just hadn't seen that a lot all season, and it kind of hit us by surprise. Hitting us with all those screens on the outside, and definitely that we worked on that. We emphasized that this week in practice, all the screen plays, and we're going to be ready for it because we know WSU is going to come out with it. So we're going to be ready for it when they do.
Tool and Howard, can you compare and contrast the two from what you quarterbacks, Tool and Howard?
And Halliday, I remember going against Tool last year. I thought, seeing Halliday on film, I can see why I guess Coach Leach, likes him as a QB. He does make some really good throws. He doesn't have quite the strongest arm as Tool does, but he makes some good throws. Still mistakes that I feel like we're going to be able to capitalize on, and that's really all I can say about that.
How important is it you get a pass rush on them this week?
That's where it starts. That's where plays in the secondary starts, because then you get a pass rush and it forces the QB to make a bad throw, and if we're in good coverage, it helps us make our plays. So that's where it starts, and I have confidence in our defensive line that they're going to do that.
Leach is a pretty funny guy. Have you ever heard of him?
I've heard a couple things. I've never really sat down and watched him on YouTube or anything, but I've heard he's a character.
He said to stop your guys' pass rush, Quinn and Crichton, that he make sure that you guys stay out late, saying hi and leaving in a foreign country. On the flip side, for Marquise Wilson, what are the plans? Any interesting plans to try and stop him this week?
We're gonna play like we always have. I've seen DBs that have played against them, and a lot of them seem like they're playing a little scared and a little timid. And our secondary is not like that. We're ready to take on any players in the Pac-12, any players in the country. And like I said, we're ready to go. We're excited for the challenge. We always like challenges, and this is gonna be definitely a big challenge for us.
What's been the response from your pick from last week? How are people giving you?
It was a good play. A lot of people said, they don't know how I had awareness to stay in bounds, but I was hoping to come up with some more this week. That's all I care about, and hope that we win the game.
Last week, student section sold out. The stadium's almost completely sold out. What does it mean to you to have the fan base really just rally around you guys.
It's big. It's big anytime, you get that type of fan base. People are excited. Anywhere you go in Corvallis, somebody's telling you, good luck this week, good game last week, and that's big. It just keeps us motivated because it's a long season for us. A lot of people on the outside don't see how much work we put in on the inside. So, it's a long season, but it's exciting to hear, and we're gonna come show up ready to play and give them a show. Yeah, no problem.